Hello, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Okay, we still have quests here. Summon the War Council. Should we go to Orlais or Feroden? Okay, first let's read the reports from Orlais. My Lord Inquisitor, considerable as your support has been, I am saddened to report my motion died in the Sate floor. Although I am hardly suppressed, my followers of Magisterium don't enjoy the thought of having their freedom limited in any fashion. That was, however, hardly the point of the motion. It was a statement that needed to be made. And your support allow me to make it far louder and clearer than I ever would on my own. So I thank you. With any luck, this will draw support from those who feel as I do. I will also draw fire from the inventory cultists still in the shadows, but I say, let them come. I will not back down in face of such fools. I am sending alone a few things, which I hope will aid your efforts, and we'll see what more I can drum up. Give my life to Dorian. The poor boy is such a hothouse. Orchid, he must be willing in the code. Magister Marvaris Talali. The Tevinter Resistance. I received some news from Navarin. It seems her little resistance has drawn support, just as she hoped. Just as she hoped it would. Thing is, that support comes in the form of idealistic magisters with no real power, while the ones who might see her grope as threat are the true heavy hitters. Reading between the lines, I'd say Mavaris is in more hot water than she lets on. Now, or the resistance might die on the vine. Up to you. But if you ask me, any enemies of Venatori should be friends of ours. The Inquisition is now a force to be reckoned with, even in Tevinter, openly declaring our support for the resistance. Allow me to handle this, eliminate one of her enemies, and the rest will believe she can strike at them. With impunity, they'll back off. Send some Templars north. Disguise, of course. Rude Templars, the sort who can disturb magic. That should be all the help she needs. Well, I'm going to say Josephine on this one.
Let us begin.
Thank you. Investigate Hunter Hall. 15 minutes, that's not enough time. Despite their intent to craft a political entity to oppose us, these noble families are too embroiled in their own conflicts to even acknowledge us. We have acquired some additional trading partners who are tired of waiting for a winner to emerge. And we won 140 gold. That's okay, I guess. Not bad. To Feroden. Well, we are going to send someone here as well. Might as well, right? For 11 minutes, Leilana or this guy. A bard reputation precedes her. Even if she wished otherwise, I can uncover more about her. Operatives report of Darkspawn believed to be the Magister Corypheus. Their assessment of possible Venatori has been reprioritized as vital. Duke Tithus Pentagast rules the Nevaram city of Hunterfell, a former military hero who prided himself on his open-minded attitude. Duke Tithus rules with the help of a secret network of old adventuring companions and possible lovers, as they are all rumored to be beautiful women. Information on the 5 ballads of Hunterfell is limited, but they are known to include humans from both Orlais and Feroden, an elf, a dwarf, and even they are charmed, known or suspected backgrounds range from respected moralish or dragon hunter to bard, smuggler, or even apostate. We believe one of the 5 valleys of Hunter Vow is a mandatory agent working to advance the agenda of Corypheus. Leilana, find out who that is.
Inquisitor.
Who can we send on this one? It doesn't say. We found Magistrate Campers dead in his home. There was no sign of forced entry, but Campering was holed up in a closet in full armor with knife in his back. Wasn't that seen from House of Hightown? The guard is investigated now. And tell Varric to watch his back. Bernan. Oh, this is for free. Skyhold has incredible potential for rune crafting and mastercrafting smithing. If only we had gifted mind to gain full benefit, the War of the Venatori have claimed many experts, but we have located an arcanist with great skill and reputation for humbling first enchanters in both Andrastian and Imperial cycles. 2 assassination attempts and at least 1 explosion have made lanceholders reluctant to allow her passage through their territory. It will take significant effort to bring her from Tantevio, but this arcanist would be invaluable to the Inquisition. A full retinue will secure her safely along the Imperial Highway. Go, Colin. The anarchist has been secured despite great cost and the concern of more than a few traditional-minded mages. She awaits meeting with the Inquisitor in Undercraft. I'll meet her in a moment then. Man, that's a lot. Looking for someone that's at least an hour. Not at least, that is an hour. They're going, that's 15 minutes. Well, actually, wait. That's an hour, right? Okay. There are many wealthy patrons who would pay for our protection and even our good grace. Let them. Skyhold is not the center of trade, though it could become one in time. The Inquisition is largely driven by the belief of its supporters, some of whom are quite wealthy. But if it is to grow, it will need access to coin of its own. Colin.
To work?
Dismissed. I have work to do in Undercroft. Josephine.
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
I must explain something first about the Montillier's fortunes. My family made their fortune as traders in Antiva until a scandal exiled us from Orlais some ages ago. It devastated our finances. The Montillier's have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
You don't seem poverty-stricken.
Debt or no, you appear to be surviving.
That isn't enough. A disaster could wipe us out completely. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
But you are not actually poor.
Most people worry about their next meal. Never mind an estate.
I'm not blind. But I worry for my family. My foolish sister Yvette with her daydreams. My brothers trying to rebuild our fleet with their own hands. Is it wrong to hope they never know hardship?
Yes. People need to be hardworking, otherwise they become lazy, wither, and die. How can I help you?
Is there anything I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montiliers as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royeaux, I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Why would someone do that?
Who hates the Montiliers enough to do that?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Val Royeaux, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
He sounds desperate.
I hope the Comte isn't making up information just to be seen with me.
I will take full responsibility if that's the case, Inquisitor. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
Very well. There is a quest nearby. No, the other way. Is there anything I need to do on the throne? No. This throne does look majestic, doesn't it? I mean, I know it's the throne from Kirkwall, but it fits so well here. The Canary gave me a throne that really looked bad, and it is bad. Trust me on that. Chantry Garden, okay. Upgrades the garden to a chantry, bringing hope to all who seek it. Functional upgrade that brings up potential resources gained from Inspired, including gold from tithes. I don't know what this is gonna be. Upgrading the garden by committing the space to simple breeding and cultivation, a functional change that allows more herbs to be harvested. Well, it's not going to be a chantry garden. This choice is irreversible. Okay. I'm gonna toss a die. This is gonna be 1, 2, and 3. And this is going to be 4, 5, and 6. 4. It's this one. Where wither grows, simple scent of springs, anew a furrowed soil. One, the vine, are yours and mine, a bounty blessed by honest toil. Too brave in war ways we are, and wander thus in victory. It's on the vein, where yours is mine, are graced with healthy and history. In hope and herald and battlefield, our sentence is common held. If one of the vines are yours and mine, and always there, we are compelled. For turning home is not retreat, we home is where we fight at all. And when the vine is yours and mine, entering in our hate and call. So of the books you cannot buy, there are but two we're certain of. Not on the vine of yours or mine, is first the cost of trust, love, and the denied, a purchase price. We turn our gaze to what is at hand, and yet the vines are yours and mine to maintain from our own land. Interesting. Okay, I guess Josephine has a companion quest waiting for us. That's nice. There is nothing here. Only soil and dust. This thing needs to be fixed. And what about you? You, a bar shot. Maybe it was for one of the companions that I could have had. Oh, we can plant seeds. Black Lotus. Deep mushrooms. Have one more speedweed here. There. That should be enough. Alright.
Complete. Honored Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhald. Did my part on the walls, and now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
To Vinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Hey, Varric.
Put that stuff aside. Take a break.
Best advice I've ever heard. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this, disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
I am not the chosen one.
Don't do that. I'm not the chosen one.
You are, though. Only maybe you didn't choose to be. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to them?
So what exactly am I to the people out there?
The sky tears open, demons everywhere. To ordinary folks, these are the end times. The only hope they have is you. Maybe you don't think that's a sign of some higher power looking out for the world, but they do. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked.
Please, don't sing. I'm still me, though.
Whatever I am to Thedas, I'm still just an ordinary person.
Oh, I won't say that.
So, just a regular person, like anybody else. Right. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
No, I'm not. I don't know the rules.
Sleep well?
That was strange, to say the least.
I had some odd dreams. Very odd dreams. With very odd people in them, for that matter.
I will take that as a compliment, given that you include yourself. Remember, you came looking for me. I had no idea that the anchor would allow you to dream with such focus. It is truly remarkable. But I am reasonably certain we are awake now. And if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
What do you know of Corypheus?
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhall. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with our adversary.
I'll ask them too. No, I'm asking you.
You're a mage. You studied the Breach. And you seem to have some idea how a bastard like this might think.
I'm flattered. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
Tell me about his orb.
I'd like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the Breach. I suspect the blast that destroyed the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
The orb is Elven.
You said that you believe the orb is elven.
I never would have believed a Devinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the Archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any lore connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
What is his power base?
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the lore, the ancient Magistars of Devinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the Blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
What will he do next?
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Orlais into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
You're absolutely certain.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
Very well. We'll speak later.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Ah, so this is where I go. Okay, I didn't see that last time I was here. The ravens are restless, it seems. Dorian.
Roderick, that Chantry fellow who led us through the mountain from Haven. You know he died, I assume. Got us as far as the camp and then... that was it.
That is too bad.
Oh, that's too bad.
I helped him walk. He... talked about you quite a bit. He just needed to be sure you were Andraste's chosen. He was terrified of what it meant, if it were true. But in the end, he believed. He asked me to tell you he was sorry.
He was a good man.
It seems he was a good man after all.
Sometimes you discover things where you least expect. Anyway, we can talk about something else if you'd rather.
Well, not now.
I should go.
Naturally. Did you know we're actually related, Inquisitor?
Related?
Oh, not first cousins or anything like that. Can you imagine? You're a Trevelyan, however, and somewhere in dank nethers of my family tree, there was also a Trevelyan. Perhaps he was even the one who ventured to Ostwick to establish the branch. We are talking long ago, of course.
I really don't care about that.
I've never cared about any of that bloodline business.
Even saying that back home would give Mother the vapors.
Would it now?
Which makes an excellent reason to say it. Black sheep have all the fun.
Yeah, I knew what you wanted to hear.
I should go.
You know where I'll be.
That's a short book. Shadow Essence. 300 influence for that alone.
agents have encountered more followers of Corypheus, the so-called Venatori. Their leader, Calpurnia, has them searching elven ruins. For what, I do not know. I propose we stop the Venatori before they find what they seek.
I'm open to suggestions.
What strategy do you have in mind?
A subtle approach. These Venatori have been shadowing a merchant called Vicinius on Calpurnia's orders. They've investigated his finances, surveyed his warehouses. I propose that you meet with Vicinius. Flatter him. Find out what he knows of Calpurnia.
I'll get him to talk, don't you worry.
If flattery doesn't work, I'll try something stronger.
As bards say, begin with the sweetest verse. Vicinius could be a most helpful friend. I'll make arrangements for you to visit his summer home in Val Royeaux.
That's a lot of things we need
Hopefully,
there.
your attention should be enough to pique his interest. We'll have Calpurnia's secrets yet.
Those gloves look ridiculously big for some reason. Maybe they are. And who is that there? Ow. Colin.
As leader of the Inquisition, you... There's something I must tell you.
You can tell me anything.
Whatever it is, I'm willing to listen.
Right. Thank you. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
Why?
Why are you doing this?
After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
Confession of a lyrium addict. He's not an addict if he stopped, right?
Glad I'm working with you. I'm not one of them. What? Assassin? No, one of them.
Sisters, nobles, merchants.
I don't know where this market is. Is it the stables or inside?
Is that it?
Blackwell.
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
What about the wardens?
The Grey Wardens are huge and important. You're part of that.
True, but without a blight on the horizon, everything the wardens do feels like waiting. This, the Inquisition, is what matters now. And I'm grateful to be a part of it. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
Wise words, I suppose.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I ever thanked him.
You couldn't win on your own. A generous act.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him.
Idiot.
I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
Regret is useless.
Don't waste your time on regret.
Regret has its uses. It comes from reflection, and stops you from making the same mistakes twice. But I'm older, hopefully wiser, and I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
Out of all those nice things I said to you, you only took the insult. Wonderful. Hey.
Going well, I hope?
Anything new?
What's been going on?
Dorian's awfully pretty, isn't he?
What's been going on?
Just waiting to get back out there.
I should go.
I really want to speak with her more. She seems very interesting.
The spiderwebs help stop the bleeding, and they prevent wounds from getting infected. Gather as many as you can. The strangest thing, though, I can't recall where I heard that. I think I remember a young...
I'm taking him on the next mission.
Inquisitor! Come, have a drink. To killing a high dragon like warriors of legend.
What is this?
What exactly am I supposed to be drinking?
Maras lok.
What does that mean?
It means drink!
That's not how you drink things, you know.
I know, right? Put some chest on your chest. That little gurgle right before it spat fire. And that roar. What I wouldn't give to roar like that. The way the ground shook when it landed. The smell of the fires burning. Tarsidathan Halsam. You know, Kunari hold dragons sacred. Well, as much as we hold anything sacred. Here, your turn.
That thing you just said. You shouted it during the fight, too. What does it mean?
Oh, Tarsidathan Halsam. Closest translation would be, I will bring myself sexual pleasure later, while thinking about this with great respect.
You shouted that while it was breathing fire at us.
I know, right?
I'm getting better at this.
Yes, the second cup's easier. Most of the nerves in your throat are dead after the first one. Atashi, the glorious ones. That's our word for them. Atashi.
Why do you think the Kunari think of dragons that way?
Well, you know how we have horns. We kind of look more dragony than most people. Maybe it's that. But a few of the Ben Hasrath have this crazy old theory. See, the Tamasrans control who we mate with. They breed us for jobs like you'd breed dogs or horses. What if they mixed in some dragon a long time ago?
Maybe drinking the blood, maybe magic, I don't know. But something in that dragon we killed spoke to me.
Now I feel sorry I've had to kill it. Now I feel awkward.
When you put it like that, I'm worried I killed one of your gods or something.
Nah, one of Tevinter's gods, maybe. They worship dragons, right? Kill the shit out of them all you like. Dragons are the embodiment of raw power. But it's all uncontrolled. Savage. So, they need to be destroyed. Taming the wild. Order out of chaos. Have another drink.
I think I've had enough.
I've had more than enough already.
Your loss.
That was a cool conversation.
It's good to see you.
Kren,
Your worship?
anything else?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
Of course.
This place is holding up well.
Long day.
Surprised the wood hasn't rotten away.
Right. That's
Go.
What are you doing?
Listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn, what was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry, 5 more minutes, my fault.
You hear everything.
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you help her?
Can you do something for her?
Yes.
He keeps doing that.
It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
What are you going to do?
Make her forget me. Then do it again, the right way. You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault. Better.
She doesn't blame herself anymore.
Not as much. It was bouncing around inside her, closing up into a ball of wrong. Now it's open. She'll get it out.
Well done.
Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it. But it helped. That's what matters.
You're a weird oddball there. Anyway, Cassie, I haven't spoken with her. Iron Boo, it's talk to you. There she is. We still have work to do. I need to go to both Royals.
Watch that tip, Morris.
Not so standard. That'll guide the dragon right in.
You knew where Hawk was all along!
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit!
Wow.
You kidnapped me! You interrogated me! What did you expect?
Hey, enough!
You're taking his side?
I said enough!
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. Hawk was our only hope. He was the champion of Kirkwall. The mages respected him. And you kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
What is done is done.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
And what if Hawk was there? What if he died that night? What if all hope was lost because he failed?
Attacking him now won't help us, Cassandra.
Ha! Exactly.
And you better not be keeping anything else from us.
Ah, I understand.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You just know those both are gonna end up together in the end.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
I believed him. He spun his story for me, and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand... But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
What if you hadn't believed him, and you tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. He supported the Mage Rebellion, after all. He wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
We need to do better.
We can't afford any more mistakes.
You think I don't know that?
I'm making sure.
I want you to know. I have no regrets.
Good.
Maybe if we'd found Hawk, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
I need to speak with her again.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Leliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
It's our duty to the people to protect them.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. and I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
Very well.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Unfinished business. Take down Leo for something, okay. Let's go to the war table and go for some action. Well, not some action, we'll go to buy royals and whatever it was called.
Inquisitor.
No, not my quarters. Oh, actually I do need to go here. To see this craftsman we hired.
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
This is kinda spooky. Is he the statue?
Hello there.
She. Hello.
Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
You're the magical advisor.
Oh, you're him. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. The breach was pretty too, in a destroy everything sort of way.
Welcome to the Inquisition.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Herod's devices. The precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking.
Is what now?
No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
You noticed the anchor.
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Coryphia say. That's a long chain of who said what. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Coryphius made it to open. But it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. Sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
I want something crafted.
Dagna, show me what you can do.
Do you want fire? The first ask is always fire. It's fire, isn't it? Here's how it goes. Bring me the rare stuff for enchanting or masterworks and prep it here, just like normal. Except it's not normal. It's manipulation of primal forces. And I'll make sure it goes just right. You'll see. They'll all see.
Lovely. Craft armor. So let's say I want this. Chance of masterwork. Critical crafting, I don't know what that means. States on success. Ability increase maximum stamina. I'm gonna try this when I create my ultimate weapon. Well, ultimate armor, should I say. Dragon's Tooth. And Dragon Bone. This is gonna be glorious. And of course I'm going to save for that. Then we'll find whatever we need and we're gonna paint it red again. Because red is amazing as a color. This is very interesting. How about weapons? Can I modify my weapon? No runes. How do I create runes? Equip potions, that's interesting. Stronghold customization. Okay, I'm gonna switch my bed to see how the other one looks. I don't like the one with the statues there. Okay. We do have only one of them, so I need to be very careful when using it. I can't then, you know, it's only for armor. Rune crafting. Okay, let's see what we can sell. Adorable. It seems weaker than my own. Good. Now. Okay. Let's assign the one to the dark table, or whatever it is called. War table. And then I'm gonna head out. Which one of you did his duty?
How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow, as you can imagine.
It is time. The Inquisitor commands a small kingdom. It is time to exercise the weight of its influence. They remain uninvolved in the uncommitted lords and ladies, bands and arrows. Where they could not be engaged with plight or passion, they can be compelled through the mercenary means, but they must be displayed. Make it known that the Inquisition has weight, and the boons of the desperation of the powerful will be open to you. Thereafter, he needs to carry influence. He can simply buy it. Go for it.
Inquisitor.
I can't travel from here. That's a disappointment. Okay, we're taking Iron Bow, Varric, and Durian. Long ago, the Kashari lived in a great city by the sea. Poverty and prosperity shone upon the city like sunlight, and still its people crumbled. In discontent.
Some sort attacked? So we're told. He died a hero, leading the people of Haven to safety through the mountains.
Can't use my run ability here.
Worthy of a lost love.
It's the Grand Ball in the Winter Palace, you stumbling.
Canary glass. Huh. I didn't know I can buy those things from here. Nice bed, by the way.
One must be on their best behavior if one is to be seen and to profit.
Well, that's gonna be in my off time.
Those who oppose thee shall know the wrath of heaven. Field and forest shall burn.
The righteous, the blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow.
What did they need?
In their blood.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Boisvert invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Let's go see him.
Lead the way.
Ask the nobles of Osmar how their kingdom gets silk and grain. Just ask them, they'll tell you.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
This seems dangerous for you.
I hope helping us doesn't endanger you.
Hardly. Even a brush with someone as well known as yourself can become a great asset in Val Royal. Giving you the identity of those who murdered Lady Montily's messengers seemed the least I could do. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for a life.
What's with the bees?
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montily's trading exile in Orlais.
Who signed that?
Who's sending these assassins?
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montilyes from Val Royal. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
But the contract is ancient.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Our Legion businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary. By its standards.
I'll help you stop them.
I'll do what I can to stop these attacks, Josephine.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I think I may know how. The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montilyet. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Was there ever a committee?
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montilyet's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
Did you kill the real committee?
I'm guessing the actual Comte Boisvert met with a fatal accident.
Comte Boisvert slumbers in a nearby closet. Nothing more. The contract on Lady Montilyet's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Why the warning?
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you, my lady. May we conclude with my departure?
Not on your life.
As you wish.
Get ready!
What?
That's the last of them.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Boisvert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.
Let's go back to Skyhold. When the Fey Rifts are summoning demons, look to the spell, computers, prevent. Well, that was actually quite interesting. So I think I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you all for joining me, and I'm gonna see you all next time. Goodbye.